Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we touch on Bayern, Chelsea, Man United, Jan Madsen from Chelsea. They want to negotiate for Jadon Sancho with Man United. They are working on Guirassy. They want to bring in a new centre-back. So it will be a busy summer for Borussia Dortmund for sure. But Guirassy is considered one of the priorities at Borussia Dortmund. We are not aware of negotiations for Kolo Muani, despite reports from France. For Guirassy, some talk already took place, and he's one of the players to follow for Borussia Dortmund. For managers, many things are happening, but the exclusive news of the day, guys, was about Vincent Kompany. Because yes, he got relegated with Burnley, but he's still considered in the industry as one of the most talented managers around, young managers of course. And Vincent Kompany received a call from Bayern. I can tell you that according to my information, there was already a direct contact between Bayern and Vincent Kompany to inquire about his situation. So Kompany was already mentioned as a candidate for Brighton. They are looking for a replacement for Roberto De Zerbi, who is not going to Bayern. And Brighton are considering several managers. Also McKenna, who did an excellent job at Ipswich Town, could be a possibility. But Brighton are still discussing internally. Bayern also discussed Vincent Kompany internally and then made a call to the former centre-back to be informed on his situation. So Kompany is one more name on Bayern list. We know there is still someone at the club who appreciates Hansi Flick. Then there could be other candidates, but Bayern are working on the manager and Kompany received the call. Let's see where it goes for Bayern waiting to appoint a new manager, but the situation of Vincent Kompany in general could be a really interesting one in the upcoming days and weeks. Meanwhile, keep an eye on Nuno Espirito Santo and Nottingham Forest, because he could leave the club. At the moment, he's not guaranteed at all that he's staying, and so it's a possibility for him to go. Meanwhile, David Moyes is gone at West Ham, and Julen Lopetegui, as we already said 2 weeks ago, will be the new coach of West Ham. The agreement in that case is done. And what's going on at Chelsea and Manchester United, guys? Let me start with Chelsea, because Mauricio Pochettino is waiting to have in the next days, let's say when, a direct contact with Chelsea. It's not an easy situation because Chelsea is not like other clubs where you have to speak with one director or maybe with the owner and everything is fixed. In this case, is the owners, is the directors, so you need to have a proper conversation with all the people involved to make sure that Pochettino is happy with the idea at Chelsea, and not just that Chelsea is happy with the idea of Pochettino. Of course, Pochettino wants to continue. Pochettino is at the moment really convinced about his skills, the skills of his team and the skills of the players, the skills of Chelsea in general to go ahead together, but the meeting is important to understand if they are all on the same page. Owners, directors and staff. So this meeting will be important to understand the future of Mauricio Pochettino. In case Chelsea and Pochettino decide to part ways at the end of the season of the week, let's see when, in that case, Chelsea idea is to go for a young coach, not for an experienced coach. This is the feeling as of today. Then guys, at Chelsea, as I mentioned, there is many people at the club, so many things can change, but the current idea is to discuss with Mauricio Pochettino, to have a proper conversation, understand if they can continue together. This is still the priority, to continue with Pochettino. If they can't agree on terms, in that case, keep an eye on young managers for Chelsea. Then guys, it's important to mention also one more step, Manchester United. I told you in a recent video that the situation of Erik ten Hag remains open, and it's really open. The FA Cup final will be important for Erik ten Hag. It's obviously about the trophy, it's obviously about Europa League football, it's obviously about the prestige of the game for Manchester United, but it's also about the mentality. So Manchester United, in terms of club, of board, of people at the club, want to see a proper performance by Man United. So they know it's a difficult game with Manchester City, champions of England, in a fantastic moment. They're winning all the games, so it's going to be tough for Manchester United for sure. Also, many players are still injured, so it's a complicated situation for Manchester United, but